He was thousands of miles away when his phone rang late at night. Her name lit up the screen, Emily. But he didn't pick up. Not because he didn't love her, but because somewhere along the way, Daniel had learned to postpone love. Work first, rest later, life later. And that night, later felt harmless. But there was a time when there was no later between Daniel and Emily. There was only now. Back then, their mornings started together. Emily would stand in the kitchen half awake, hair loosely tied, waiting for the kettle to whistle. Daniel would come behind her, resting his chin on her shoulder, pretending to complain, and she would smile without turning around. "You always act tired," Emily would say, "but you never let me make tea alone." And she never did. Evenings were slower in those days. Daniel would come home exhausted, shoes barely off before Emily appeared with water and a quiet sit. Sometimes they wouldn't even talk, just shared silence. Her sitting beside him, legs tucked under her, reading while he rested his eyes. And every now and then, her fingers would tap his arm just to check if he was still there. On weekends, they didn't go anywhere special. They had the balcony, that slightly rusted balcony where wind always came too strong. They would sit there for hours. Emily would point at random things and invent stories. "That bird looks like it's late for work, just like you." And Daniel would laugh. "Even birds get judged in this house?" Sometimes they fought too. Small things. He'd forget to reply. She'd act like she didn't care. He'd come home late. She'd turn away, only to secretly wait for him to come closer. And somehow, even silence between them felt like home. Then life slowly changed shape. Work grew heavier for Daniel. Deadlines replaced dinners. Calls became shorter. Visits became rare. And, together, quietly started turning into soon. Emily noticed first. At first, gently. "I made your favorite today. Come home early," she would say. Then softer. "The balcony feels empty without you." Then quieter. "I went there alone today. It didn't feel the same." Daniel always answered the same way. "Soon. After this project. Next month. I promise." And each promise felt like it still had time. Until it didn't. That night, Emily's call came again. Her name on the screen. Daniel stared at it, tired, distracted, thinking of tomorrow. "I'll call her back in a minute." He let it ring out. The next morning the call came again, but this time, not from her. "Sir, your wife Emily has passed away." The next morning the call came again, but this time, not from her. "Sir, your wife Emily has passed away." The world didn't collapse loudly. It went quiet, like sound itself had left Daniel alone. And suddenly, memory didn't come in fragments. It came in places. The kitchen where Emily waited barefoot. The balcony where she made up stories just to make him laugh. The sofa where she slept waiting for him, waking only to ask, "Did you eat?" Even half asleep, Emily always cared. His hands trembled as he opened his phone. Her last voice message was still there. Soft, familiar, fading. "I went to the balcony today. I sat there for a while. I kept thinking about us, Daniel. I still make your tea sometimes. Habit, I guess. I know you're busy. It's okay. I just miss when you were here." Silence. Then, "I just wanted to hear your voice one last time." He played it again, not to understand it, but because accepting it felt impossible. At Emily's funeral, Daniel wasn't there. Work, distance, time. 3 things that once felt important, now just felt like absence dressed as reason. When he finally returned home, nothing was missing. And yet everything was gone. Her cup still near the sink, her slippers still waiting by the door, the faint scent of Emily's perfume still refusing to leave. He sat there for a long time, remembering every morning tea, every shared silence, every fight that ended with her still staying, every later that stole a moment he never got back. And when he finally broke, it wasn't loud, just a whisper. "We had so many moments. I just didn't realize which one would be the last. Because love doesn't end suddenly. It fades quietly in postponed time, in ignored calls, in moments we assume will always return. Until one day, they don't. If this story stayed with you, share it with someone you care about. Because sometimes a reminder arrives too late. And if you enjoy emotional storytelling like this, subscribe for more stories that make you pause, reflect, and feel.